Hi guys. So creating this little video to give you some like general information. Since we haven't been able to do our Zoom meetings, my internet is just horrible. So I'm just having all these issues and I just can't have the Zoom meetings, but I can record videos here on my phone and then try to upload them into Google Classroom. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Try and see if I can get more information across to you guys. So I know we've been having some issues with the assignments from the CommonLit website, um, because it is a little difficult. You have to read very carefully and you have to read the questions carefully to see exactly what they're asking. And I know a lot of you guys have been, reaching out to me about your grades and everything. And so, as I've been telling you guys on Google Classroom, you'll be able to redo the assignments that you need to redo, to get your grades up. So that's a possibility. It's the once the grade is in RenWeb, it can still be changed. I'm putting them in RenWeb because I do want your parents to have access to that. And so if I just leave them in Google Classroom, a lot of your parents aren't looking into Google Classroom. So I know that it's helping because I know some of your parents have also reached out to me regarding some of your grades. So yes, I'm putting grades in RenWeb, but of course they can always change if you redo an assignment to get a better grade. So I'm doing this video in general just to give you some information, and then what I'm gonna do for each grade level, I'm gonna do a separate video, kind of walking you through one of the CommonLit assignments, so that maybe giving you like some strategies and some recommendations on what to do so that you can do better in those assignments. Okay, so keep an eye out for that video that's coming up in a little later today as well. But just a couple of things, guys. When you are doing your CommonLit assignments, obviously the first thing you need to do is read the passage. There is no way you can answer the questions correctly if you have not read the passage correctly. So as you're reading, obviously there's some guiding questions that'll pop up so that you can continue reading. And the reason that I included those is because I think it helps you also to kind of keep you on track of what you're reading as you're going along. Okay, so that's the purpose of those, the guiding questions. Also, as you're reading along, make sure that you're also taking notes on your graphic organizer. Now, that graphic organizer, guys, is going to be the one that's going to help you a lot when you have to do your final essay. Okay? And so you need to be taking notes in that organizer. It's going to put all the information into one place. It's going to keep it there for you. So when you start writing your assignments, you have it all in one place. Okay? Obviously, you can still go back and look at the stories, but you need to take good notes as you're reading because the information is going to be fresh in your mind when you're reading. Okay? So your graphic organizers should have tons of notes. It's better to have more information than what you're going to need. I've been looking at a couple of the ones that you've been submitting, and some of you guys are doing awesome job putting lots of information in there. And some of you guys are doing very few notes. And so what's going to happen is when you have to start writing your essay, you're not going to have a lot of information to base it on. So make sure you're taking good notes. Now, when you do your individual assignments on CommonLit, you read, you answer the guiding questions as you're reading, and then you have the assessment questions. Now, the assessment questions are the ones that the system is actually giving you a grade on. Okay? The multiple choice questions, the system will grade automatically. Okay? And then the questions where you actually have to type in an answer, I go back and grade those. Okay? And then the system will calculate your average for the assignment. Okay? So I'll be touching base on that a little more in the other videos, but make sure, guys, that once you complete the assessment questions in CommonLit, you go back to Google Classroom, and just click submit on the assignment there. You don't have to upload the graphic organizer right now, okay? You just hit submit so that I know that you already completed the assignment and I can go back and grade it, okay? Once I grade it, you'll get the grade in CommonLit as well as in Google Classroom, okay? Now, your graphic organizer, you need to save it. Save it in your computer, save it in your Google Drive, save it somewhere, okay? Because that's what you're going to keep using for your essay. Once I assign the essay, and that's going to be next week, your final essay, then you'll have to submit your essay and your completed graphic organizer, okay? So that's when you're gonna submit that, okay? Right now, you don't have to be submitting it in every assignment, okay? If you're doing it, it's fine, it's okay, but you don't have to. Just make sure that you are taking your notes as you go along, okay? So, just a little bit of general info. Like I said, later today, I'm gonna be uploading videos specifically for each grade level, so look out for those. And I'll kind of walk you through completed one of the assignments on CommonLit so that you have a better idea maybe of how to do better in your assignments the first time, so you're not having to redo them, okay? But if you need to, you can redo them as many times as you need to. You just let me know and I'll return it to you so that you can redo it, okay? Couple more things just to let you know. Make sure that you're checking vocabulary.com, guys. Some of you guys are still not completing those assignments. Right now, I've entered the grades that you have so far into the RenWeb, but you can also complete the vocabulary assignments if you haven't completed them, and I'll change those grades, okay? I'm trying to keep up with the grading, guys. Bear with me. It's getting a little hectic, especially with all the redos and going back and changing grades, but I'm trying to keep up with the grades as well so that you are aware of where you're at, okay? But make sure you go to vocabulary.com and check. And then the final thing, guys, please, on Google Classroom, make sure that you're also checking the announcements I put on the mainstream page of the class. Sometimes I'll put an announcement out there for everybody, and then I'll get students asking me the question that I just answered in the announcement, okay? So make sure that you don't just check the assignments, which is obviously important, but also check any announcements that I post on the general page, okay? All right, guys. Well, like I said, this is kind of just like a general information for all my classes, all my reading classes. And later on today, look out for a little tutorial video for each of your classes on how to complete one of the CommonLit assignments. Like I said, I'm going to walk you through it so that you have a better idea of what you can do to be more successful, okay? I know you guys can do it. I know you have a lot going on right now. I know you have other classes, but believe me, guys, I've seen the improvement. Those of you that are redoing assignments, I see how you are doing better, okay? So those grades do need to come up. We only have technically a couple of weeks for 8th grade, really one more week, so that you can make sure that all those either missing assignments or low grades, you need to redo them, complete them, and we can get those grades up, okay? All right, guys. Well, it was this is what I wanted to share with you right now, and I'll see you a little later in the other videos. Bye.